Hey, Welsh Dragon Metals here. Today I'll be doing some micro scrapping and taking apart a small children's toy. One of those noise making machines, doesn't work anymore. I have no idea what's inside these things. So, should make for an interesting teardown. Some triangular screws in there, so I'm going to have to use a flathead to open them, as I don't have the correct triangular screwdriver. Small triangular screws. I wonder what is in this. Battery compartment. Have some batteries in there. Oh, it's a strange little caddy. When does that come out? No. Just break it open anyway. We got 3 lithium batteries, button cell batteries, silver plated. Some screws, some steel. This thing just break apart. All the screws are out of it. Guess I'll need to pry it apart. Indeed. There's not much in there at all. I mean, I've got a spring there though. That's quite useful. Springs are always useful. They're used for many electronics and DIY projects, with key rings and such. Break off this weird rubber plastic stuff so I can get to the spring. There we go. I'm just bending it otherwise. There we go. And that's a nice shiny spring, very good condition. What do we have in here? We have a speaker. Oh, I thought it'd be a piezoelectric buzzer. Never mind. Speaker better. Some copper inside of that, as well as a little magnet. Another screw. A switch of some kind. No, it's the battery compartment. Lots of plastic waste upon this. There's actually a little bit in there. Some wire. More plastic. Wow, there's a serious amount of plastic on this thing. Just snap all that off. Got a little button there. That appears to be plated very thinly with gold upon that. There, on the button part. Conductive material. There's a small MLCC capacitor there, so a very small amount of palladium. Underneath this black epoxy here, you see, is a microchip, or the microchip circuitry. That can have a very small amount of gold or silver within. This green tracing all around the circuit board that makes the pattern is copper. And we also have the magnet there on the speaker, and some copper on the coil in the middle. So, not too bad for micro scrapping. Not as much as you'd expect inside of such a large toy. Proof of how cheap Chinese production can be. As look at the size of the plastic compared to the size of what was inside. Absolutely tiny. But there is some stuff in there, as you can see. That's gold plated there for some reason, probably to make it more conductive, so the button lasts longer. Guess it is for children, so they'll be pressing the button over and over, so I imagine it would wear down very quickly. You can see the copper there in the middle of the coil of the magnet and the speaker, and underneath that black bit of epoxy is some circuitry for the microchip. That is for what makes the sound effects, so there's a tune in there for the joke book thing. And there's a little palladium capacitor. That's that thing there. So some copper, steel, palladium, gold and silver material. Silver is inside of the solder there, which is also tin and antimony in there. Very reflective. They're probably silver plated, the battery contacts usually are. Silver plated steel or zinc alloy. So there's some microscoping. I'll see you next time.